So there you have it.
Stephen was a remarkable young man who loved life and lived it to the fullest during his 19 years. He always gave 100% to anything that he was committed to, whether it be family, friendships, work, sport or fighting his disease for 8 years. He loved the camaraderie of being a part of these friendships and preferred just to be one of the gang. He was always concerned about others before himself. One of his final requests was to raise money for childhood cancer research so that one day no other kid would have to go through what he'd been through.
He's an incredibly strong personality, and I think a lot of his personal strength to prevent other children and families affected by cancer going through the same thing that he had to go through was a strong enough wish that it's permeated a very wide community, starting with his mum Sue and dad Phil and sister Karen. Our research is about what they're about, so it's about making sure that we get 100% cure. And so our lab is one of the only labs in the world really who are focused largely on trying to prevent childhood cancer and understand where it all begins and come up with tests and treatments that would prevent it from the beginning point getting to where it presents clinically.
Children's Cancer Institute Australia is the only independent medical research institute in the country devoted solely to research into childhood cancer. When we started this study 10 years ago, the survival rate for these children at high risk of relapse for their disease was barely 40%. Now, 10 years later, as a result of this study, which has now been taken into routine clinical practice, the survival rate for these children is 70%. We absolutely believe, I passionately believe, that a goal of 100% cure for children's cancer is absolutely achievable. 50 years ago, when I was a child, a diagnosis of acute lymphoblastic leukemia was a death sentence. Every child died. Now, 50 years later, barely 2 generations in my own lifetime, that survival rate is up over 80%. If we can go from 0 to 80% through medical research in 50 years, then it's a matter of more research effort, more world-class science, and more contributions from the community to support our research. With that partnership, we'll nail that 100%.